What is up, everybody? Dutch with D-Box Games, and today we're checking out the RR-StarCarrierTurtle Mod. This mod looks kind of small, but it actually has quite a bit in it. It has the Star Carrier Turtle, the Glow Star Carrier Turtle, which is basically a rainbow version. They do come with saddles that you can unlock at level 36 that only cost 18 Engram points, and then it even comes with this little guy, which is just a chibi of the Star Carrier Turtle, and it's pretty cute. So since the chibi doesn't really do much, I'm not going to really go over it anymore. I'm just going to tell you what it takes to make it, which is 2 Alpha Raptor claws, 1 Alpha Tyrannosaurus arm, and 1 generic artifact. But that's pretty much all the chibi does, so I'm going to leave it at that. Now, getting back to these 2 big turtles, they do come with a dossier that's pretty interesting. It says, in the wild, the Carbonimus is one of the least aggressive creatures on the island. Were it not for the plethora of predators on the island, I'm quite certain that it would spend its days basking in the sun, eating, or sleeping. The Carbonimus leads a simple, solitary life. Nevertheless, it seems to be one of the most peaceful animals I have yet to encounter. With its slow walking speed, the only thing that keeps it safe are its surprisingly fast swim speed and its incredible thick shell which can absorb tremendous damage. Domesticated, the Carbonimus' swift swim rate, fairly high strength, superior shell defense, and lack of real threat makes it an ideal armored mount for many survivors who shy away from violence. It can carry its riders to the ocean's resources at fairly high speed, and it's not particularly dangerous to tame. So it doesn't sound like it'll be hard, but I'm not going to be taming it in this video, although it is going to be easy to tame. Now, you can tame these with either trank arrows or trank darts, and the preferred food is going to be regular kibble, crops, mejoberries, and berries in that order. Now that we have all that out of the way, earlier it talked about a swift swim rate, fairly high strength, and superior shell defense. So in today's video, that's what we're going to check out. We're going to see how fast can they swim. We're going to go attack a lot of stuff and see how much damage they can do, while at the same time, how much damage can they take. So it's going to be an exciting episode. So don't forget, if you enjoyed this episode, to smash that like button and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. So taking a closer look at these massive turtles, they're so huge. Look how big this is compared to me. Like, I am pretty small compared to these things. Now, one weird thing I found when I was messing around with these is that you don't actually ride on their head or on their back. So when you get on them, you actually ride on the side. It's pretty weird, but I guess I get it. Now, the only thing I really don't like about this is that when you're looking in first person, not third, you really can't see where you're going. It's a bit clippy. It's kind of hard to see. I keep running into things and getting stuck, so I wouldn't say first person is the way to ride this one. I would definitely do it third person. So it does have 2 other moves, and to do those moves, it actually is required that you close the back. So you can't actually have that open and use any of the moves. But once it's closed, you can use the left click as bite, which seems like a pretty basic animation. And then if you push C, you get a tail whip, which is pretty cool looking, and it has a pretty awesome sound. So when I was doing some testing, I ran around, and as I was biting stuff, I noticed that you couldn't harvest any of the trees or stone around, but you could harvest meat off of other dinosaurs' bodies. So now that we've checked that stuff out, what we're going to do is we're going to look at how fast can it swim. Okay, so that was super fast. So we just went from one side to the other, and it did not take that long. We kept that in regular speed, and I just threw some music over it, and it looked pretty awesome. We left that Megalodon in our dust. Get wrecked. That was so awesome. So it's a pretty quick swimmer, but now I want to go and I want to find some stuff to do some damage to. So we need to go find a spot with a lot of dinosaurs. So BRB. All right, so I swam over here, and I see there's a lot to kill. Like, there's a lot of stuff to take out. So what we're going to do is do some damage to them. But I tried doing damage earlier, and I couldn't see any of the damage points popping up. So what I think I'm going to do is we're just going to fast forward through it and do a big old murder montage. It's going to be super awesome. So let's go do a bunch of damage, and at the end, we'll check the stats and see how much damage I took after fighting all this awesome stuff. So let's go. Murder montage. Wow. Okay, everybody, so I think that was a pretty good murder montage. We actually got quite a bit accomplished in that one. And we took quite a bit of damage. That was not that great. So oh my god, there's something else coming after us. Oh my god, there's so much dangerous stuff around here. Okay, so I think what we're gonna have to do is start heading back towards base before we check our stats. But we did take out a Bronto, we took out Stego. I know we took out at least 2 little bitty trikes, and I think we took out a Parasaur. So we got quite a bit accomplished. So we're gonna go back to base, check our stats, and see what they are. I'm trying to do it before my health starts going back up. Here, let me see if I can go over here really quick and let's check our stats. I don't want our stats to move too much. Okay, here, let's check them. Okay, so we're at 2,000 and let's say 800 health. So we did take quite a bit of damage, but out of 4,340 starting health, we're actually doing really, really good. And we could put another point into health, but we really don't need to. Now, I did run out of stamina at one point, so maybe stamina would be nice. But honestly, I think I'm going to start putting more of my points into damage because it did do good damage, but I felt like I could get a little bit more out of it. Now, the carrying capacity being 3,556, I feel like I don't even need to mess with that. That's really good carrying weight. So I'm pretty impressed with the stats on this. Let me know how y'all feel about it. But I like the stats. I think they're great. I'm going to go into melee damage. I think that's what I needed the most. But that's pretty tanky. I liked it. Alright everybody, so we had a super awesome time. I hope everybody enjoyed the video. We got so much accomplished. We took these 2 giant turtles out and we got to see everything they could do. They had the bite, the tail attack, the open and close shell, so they got 3 moves. They could swim super fast underwater. They could go and take a lot of damage and they could do a lot of damage. And one thing that I didn't actually note earlier that was so important is that when you're underwater and you're mounted on these things, there is no oxygen drain. So they don't need oxygen and you don't need oxygen, and since it can carry up to 3 people, that's pretty awesome to have an underwater submarine bus where no one needs oxygen. So this is a super awesome tame. I hope everybody enjoyed today's video. Don't forget, if you enjoyed it, to smash that like button and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and make sure to go check out the RR-StarCarrierTurtle mod because this mod is super awesome and I'm definitely going to be using this on my server. So I hope everybody has a fantastic rest of your day, and don't forget to check out the next video where we're going to be going over more mods and doing some awesome stuff. And until next time, later!